I can't get enough of that. I cannot wait to use it myself. I will be gifting this as personal Christmas gifts as well. Saturday. I'm just about to whip off my first 5.5 pound batch of soap in the cedar soap box that I've made here. I thought that I would include you guys. So the first soap that I'm going to be making is called Snowy Morning. I've named it, I think it's cute. The first thing that we're going to do is go ahead and mix up the lye water solution, and then we're going to wait about an hour, hour and a half usually is how long it takes for it to cool down to the proper temperature. And then we can get soap making. So I wanted to mix up the lye solution with you guys. First things first, we're going to wear some protective gear here. And we have our gloves. I definitely like to keep a clutter-free work zone, just because I don't want anything tipping over on me or getting in the way, or me putting the wrong ingredient in, grabbing the wrong beaker. So try and keep your workspace clutter-free. What we're gonna do is we're weighing in grams. I've actually increased the size of my soap. This is the first recipe that I'm doing so I'm pretty excited to have done that. We're not increasing the prices, just the size, because I really wanted to get a little more height to the bar that I make. Okay, so first thing that I like to do is weigh out my water. Let's get going with that. Then I'm gonna weigh out the lye, and then I'm going to mix them over there. The stove, I'll try turning the camera so you can see. I do like to have the stove fan on as well, so that chemical reaction and everything that it's creating and putting in the air gets blown outside, because it is pretty harsh stuff. You do not want to breathe it in. All right. Okay guys, so what we're gonna do now is pour the lye into the waters and get the solution going. You just wanna do a little bit at a time. You don't ever wanna pour the water into the lye. If you do it too fast, apparently it can actually just flow over and create a whole reaction. So we don't wanna do that, because this stuff will burn the heck out of your skin. All right. We got the scary part done. So what we're gonna do now is wait about an hour and a half or so. In the meantime, I'm gonna be lining my soap box with a parchment paper, and I will post a video of how to do that next. Okay, we'll see you guys soon.
Oh, 1 mile in fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday morning.
Stars shining bright above me. Night breezes seem to whisper sycamore tree. Dream a little dreamer.
Okay everyone, so what we're going to do is weigh out our hard oils. We're going to start with organic coconut oil, and then we are going to move on to shea. So the next thing that we're going to do is weigh out our soft oils. Okay, so we're going to start with our organic olive oil. Okay, now we're going to move on to our organic hemp seed oil. And last but not least, our 100% pure castor oil. All right, guys, so the next step is going to be adding our skin beneficial powders and clays. This soap I want to be a green as well as a pink swirled in a white base, I'm thinking. Sounds kind of snowy morning-ish. So what we're going to be using is some French green clay. We're going to be using some alfalfa powder. Now that'll all be in 1/3 of the batch. The next thing that we're going to be using is French pink clay. Got it all over the place, sorry about that. And then we're going to be using some titanium dioxide, which I'm going to be adding into the lye mixture. This is a natural occurring mineral, just like zinc. It's mined from the earth, and it actually turns soap white. So if you don't want that yellow soap, you can go with titanium dioxide. All right, so I have taken some of my light oils, which have actually been taken out of the measurements from the batch. We're not just going to go add extra because everything is weighed out so that when saponification happens or when the lye cancels out the oils, your excess fatty oils that are left over, we're not altering those at all. And I like to keep mine at about 7%. So let's start with our French green clay. Powder as well. Alfalfa powder doesn't really give a lot of colorant to soap that much. It's more so just skin beneficial. We're doing about a teaspoon of that per 3rd batch because a 1/3 of the batch is going to be green. We've done 2 tablespoons of the clay. Okay, we'll put that to the side because you can basically do 1 tablespoon per pound of soap, and it's going to be 1.8, I believe 1.8 pounds for a 3rd batch of what I'm doing here. Okay, so now comes the French pink clay. Okay, so our oils are just about at the right temperature now. Basically want them between 90 degrees Fahrenheit and 110 degrees Fahrenheit. And you want all of your oils to be within 10 degrees of each other for optimal soap making conditions. So sometimes I do have to microwave some of my oils. Usually it's the large soft oils that we measured out, the olive oil, hemp, and castor, just because that is usually at room temperature, which in my home is about 73 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So we microwave it for about 45 seconds and maybe another 20, and it does the trick. All right. I'm sure that there's a way to not get so many clumps from my clays, but I don't mind. Once I go ahead and mix it, usually doesn't come out too bad. In all of my soaps you can always see the little deposits from all of the natural powders and clays that I put in, so it is what it is. It almost looks like something you can glop on your face and get some skin benefits. Future product in the making? Maybe. We'll see. We have lots in store for you. I am so excited to see how this goes. I've used the dark red Brazilian clay. I've used the red Brazilian clay. I've used purple, brown clay. I've used green clay, but I'm excited to see how this pink pulls off. Kind of looks like the brown, actually, not gonna lie. Might be brown and green soap. We will see. This is where it gets a little bit cluttered on the counter here. We have all of our oils, including our caustic soda mix, between 100 and 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Everything is ready to go. So we're gonna first mix our base oils. This is the coconut oil. And I try not to waste anything because every drop counts, right? And then we have our shea. that in there. Shea butter always seems to be the last one to cool down to the right temperature. I almost want to start melting it first because it's a more solid oil than coconut oil. Oh, I've added titanium dioxide to our caustic soda solution here, our lye solution. It's gonna help make the soap a nice white so that our other colors pop. Okay, I like to put anything lye related right into the sink and get it filled with water. So let's mix this up now. I've gone ahead and mixed up my fragrance oils, but what I'm going to do first is separate the batch into 3. Let's go ahead and add our clays in. First is going to be the pink, which I think may turn into more of a red. So I'm probably not going to put all of it. Just experimenting, right? Okay. Now let's grab this guy and put our green in. I do want all of that good stuff in there. Okay. Let's mix. So first things first, we're gonna add some fragrance into this guy here. Hey everyone, for all of you that are tuning in to check out the soap cutting from the batch that we poured yesterday, welcome back. For all of you who are new and not sure what is up, we are about to cut a loaf of soap that we made through Bodhi products. There is a video on Bodhi products Instagram page you can check out, probably the last post. I did take the tape off so it's a little less time consuming. Let's check it out. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just gonna turn off the dishwasher. It's a little noisy. There we go. This looks good so far, you guys. Now, if you remember, the fragrance that we used was an accelerant, so it sped everything up. We didn't get to do any fun swirls or anything like that in our soap, but that is okay. Because I think so far so good. Looks nice. I'm happy with it. All right, so we have our trusty soap cutting block here. Let's see what we have. All right, and this guy was called Snowy Morning. So what I always like to do is make sure that I cut off the end. Oh, not enough there. And this will be a nice sample for somebody in their order. I like it. It kind of reminds me of, what is that ice cream with the strawberry? I can't even think of it. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I keep on wanting to say an Nanaimo bar, but that's not what it is. All right, so here comes some real cuts now. First bar. The reason why I cut off the end like that is because I just like it to be nice and flush and straight, and it doesn't have the wrinkles from the parchment paper. Okay. Not bad, I'm liking it. Let's cut up the rest of the bar together. Everyone, well, I'm very happy with the way that this turned out. The Brazilian pink clay color pulled through very nicely, although the colors can and more than likely will change a little, usually darken, I find, as the soap cures, but that is okay. And you know what, the French green clay is usually a very pale green, and I feel like the alfalfa added a little bit more green in there, so I'm very happy with the colors that they are. They're almost like a pastel-y. I like them. Beautiful. And these guys smell amazing. I would say it smells like a Christmas wreath, like cranberries, and I also put some Texas cedar oil in there, so, or cedar wood oil, sorry. Yeah, I can't get enough of that. I cannot wait to use it myself. I will be gifting this as personal Christmas gifts as well. Usually I get 15 bars. 15, yeah. Plus we do have the extra little ends here, and again, this is the reason why I cut off the ends. You can see there's like a fold in the corner there, and it just makes it a lot more presentable. One thing that I also did forget to mention in the last video is that after we had our soap ready to go in the box, I put it in my oven and I leave it overnight. Now I set my oven to its lowest temperature, which is 170, and I leave it in there overnight because I force gel phase. Sometimes if you just leave your soap in the box and you don't even cover it with a tea towel or insulate it somehow, they will halfway go through gel phase. It's not a horrible look and the soap still works perfectly fine, but it's just not as aesthetically pleasing when you look at the soap to see a more vibrant color and then just a circle of what looks like an unfinished process that's happened. You can Google it, or you can wait for one of our videos that will be coming in the future where I will compare a soap that went through gel phase and I will compare a soap that went halfway through gel phase. And as promised, we're going to compare one of my previously made soaps to one of the new made soaps with the larger batch size. Again, we're not increasing prices at all, we are just increasing the size of the batch. So you can see there's a bit of a size difference there. I'm happy with how it turned out. We have a little bit more soap, a little more bang for our buck. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get making a new soap called Beachy Christmas in my large soap box. If you're someone who enjoys taking off for the holidays and relaxing on a warm beach with a drink in your hand, this may just be the soap for you. So make sure that you stay tuned. I'm gonna post a couple videos here and there on both Hippie Mama as well as Bodhi Products Instagram page. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you again soon, guys. Bye.